guys, it's Josh. Today we're going to go over the basics of zero trust with Cato Network. So let's get started. I'm going to be using Microsoft Entra ID for this demo. You could use any IDP that you want to bring to Cato. We support a wide range. So in this case, I can see that I have a user here, lab admin, that I've gotten directly from my Microsoft Entra ID environment. I've used the Cato Network's provisioning application to take those users and groups and push those into Cato via skim provisioning to start my zero trust journey. Great, so now I have this user, lab admin. Let's take a look directly in the Cato application, what that looks like. So now I'm gonna click on access, and then I'm gonna click on users. And then in the user directory, I can see here's the lab admin. Here he's configured via skim defined. So I've actually taken that directly from Entra ID as a user and put them directly into Cato. So as you make a change and your master IDP, your identity provider, it's going to affect Cato directly. So you're changing at one place. That's the beginning of zero trust. A master list then gets controlled as people leave the company, as their authorities change. It's going to change right along with it. So now we're using a user-based control for zero trust to affect everything on the infrastructure, access to applications, access to internet sites. You can use the user in a user group as the control key value. It's very powerful. So no longer do you have to use brittle IPs, brittle URIs consistently to be able to manage access to internal and external applications. You can do it directly from the user's perspective. Okay, great. So now I've used skim provisioning. I've got my users in there. So how do I set up some basic rules around the users? So let's look at that. So if I just click security here, I have an internet and WAN firewall. I've already set up a rule here directly in here to show, hey, here's my zero trust rule. Josh is part of a group or someone that I don't want accessing ESPN. This could be any site. You could use this group and have lots of policies to control your global footprint with Cato. In this basic example, I've shown, hey, you can't access ESPN.com. Just to show you, when I go to ESPN.com, it gets blocked because I'm based on that user. But another user who logs in is emailed to access ESPN.com. And it gets even better. So now you really have granular control for applications internal as well. So let me show you what that looks like real briefly, and then we'll be done with this basic video. So this is going to be an internal application. I'm going to just call it internal application. Put a brief description where I'm going to do the rule order. And then the source, I can actually click user or user groups. And that brings that zero trust. We're only trusting what's verified. Our default state is to actually shut down anything and deny access. So in this case, we're using the user, which is the most powerful entity, to be able to control access to internal devices that Cato is deployed on. So we're able to see everything, understand that user's access, and then give access based on that user group. So I'm going to select user here, and then I'm going to go into lab admin. I could do it as a user group as well. And then I'm going to go into app or app category. In this case, I have a custom application, my internal mortgage loan application, bank application, ERP, whatever it is. Josh is from a group that I want to block from. So now he can't access that custom application. Once I hit apply, that's going to apply globally. And so now Josh or that group cannot access that application, or he can't based on the privilege that I've just written. So now we're using rules for internet and WAN firewalls to define zero trust access based on users, which is the most powerful entity because then we can track that and it creates events throughout the entire Cato process. Super powerful stuff. Hope this was useful. Thanks so much, guys.